I don't have that much time. Time is precious. So you have 3 minutes, right? Here you go. Time, that's a good question. I don't know what time is. I know that I have never enough time. We're obsessed with time, and it's a stressful thing. We're much happier when we don't have to think about time. Here in this film, you have to think about time constantly. So it's a kind of a meditation on time. So The Clock is a 24-hour video. It's a loop. It never starts. It starts when you enter it. There's no beginning. There's no end. It tracks time, real time, like a clock, like a watch. It's 24 hours, and when you see it, the time on the screen is exactly the time on your watch, so it's real time. The piece is really about the present, really, though it's made out of all these fragments from the past. So basically, I'm asking you to look at time go by. I mean, The Clock is very much about death in a way. It is a memento mori. The narrative gets interrupted constantly, and you're constantly reminded of what time it is, so you know exactly how much time you spent in front of the clock. This is like you're on your own terms. You decide when to enter it and when to leave it, and how much time you want to spend there. So there's constantly this push and pull between being sucked into fragments of narrative, yet pulled back and made aware of how much time has gone by. It's an odd experience. If I told you to look at a clock for 24 hours, you'd go mad. It would take forever. But here, time also kind of tends to shrink, but in a natural way. If you're engaged with it, then time goes by quickly. Yet if you're bored, time seems endless. I mean, it took 3 years to create The Clock. The process of editing, for me, was the most fun. It's just like finding a logic between all these fragments, and finding connecting bridges, finding cutaways that I could, one action happens in one film and the reaction happens in another. Someone opens a door, enters a different world, a different film. These editing tricks are used to create this sense of continuity, this flow, and this make-believe in a way.